You were stronger.
Yeah.
I thought that was great.
Oh, let's talk about that because we haven't seen your thoughts on that episode.
I thought that particular scene of how he kind of like, dude pushes him to his limit.
Yeah.
It's like, I don't really have an option but to kind of like go off on you. You throwing me through dimensions, this, that, and the third.
You broke my mom's arm.
You broke my mom's
That's the
arm.
biggest part
and
for
you
me.
throwing my little brother around.
Yeah, my little brother bumped his head.
Yeah. And
waving him around.
I think
Yeah.
when he has the moment and he kind of snaps and he's like, I thought you were stronger. That's not even, I've never even fathomed that a superhero could go through that. Just gauging the strength of this nigga and being like, all right, I gotta let loose because, or just not knowing my own strength.
I know what you mean, yeah.
And it's like, I've really like, and then he's going through the emotions of it. It was like, he made me do it because he was da-da-da-da-da. And it was like, I wanted to do it because I thought he was stronger. And because it was certain things he would say that would contradict him trying to rationalize it. Where he had to come to the conclusion, I wanted to kill this nigga.
Yeah. He said, I wanted to kill him, but I thought he could take it. No. I wanted to kill him, but I didn't think I could.
Right. I didn't think I could was even one of the things. It was like, because that sentence in itself is another thought process of I didn't think I could is also dealing with the fact of I want to be like my dad. My dad would have killed him.
Yeah. Not that I want to be like my dad, but I'm still running from my dad.
No, but there's also still that childlike thing. We saw how he hugged his dad when he said, I still love my dad. I know what my dad would have done.
That's an interesting
my
layer.
dad told me, they showed the flashback, stop holding back.
They did.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Like these are thoughts that he's having. It's like, well, am I capable of not holding back?
So before we watched the episode, I watched it over the season over, and I talked to Four about it. I was like, this whole season has been about Mark running from his dad legacy.
Right.
Which was, and then it ended in like this almost picture perfect mirror of season one, where like his, Omni-Man is standing over top of Mark, beating his face in bloody hands.
Right.
And it's like he's got to run away. Mark is in the same position. Only difference is Mark actually goes through with it. It's almost a mirror of season one.
Yeah, like
it's amazing storytelling, long-term booking.
I didn't even think about that.
That's what I'm thinking about now. Now that you say with the parallel, because it's also like Mark, like he almost kind of wanted to do what his dad did to him,
right?
In a way of like, I'm gonna beat you to a pulp, but not kill you,
right?
Because I thought you were stronger.
I thought you were stronger. Like,
right.
So his dad was able to like not
control
kill
himself.
Yes, not yeah. Like, and his dad had like the biggest like brainwashing. Like, talk about like self-control. Like the idea of like, yo, this isn't my programming. I gotta kill you because you're not doing what we want you to do. And even with all that, he still was able to hold himself back. I think Mark wanted to do that same thing of like,
they setting this shit up perfect.
No, it's crazy
because I already see that dichotomy of Mark feeling like, well, I thought this is what you wanted from me, and his dad finding humanity.
Yeah, they're both going the opposite way.
So that was that. So that's the end of the episode. The end of the episode, after Mark has to deal with killing somebody and had to heal from that, he even quits college and tells his mom like, I got to
figure this out.
I gotta be better.
I gotta be better.
Right.
Yo, no, go ahead. Finish your point.
No, I was laying out the points so we can get to what Ken's about to talk about. So, but you can.
My thing I was gonna say is I gotta be better. That hit home for me because I've definitely been telling myself that a lot at home. Gotta be better. Just looking at myself in the mirror. I gotta be better. That's it. But anyways, let's go.
I think we all. I
agree with you.
Age where I think we all thinking that.
I gotta be better
because I feel that way too. But I think the other thing that was interesting to me is like he mentioned prior to him getting into the final fight with what's his name again?
Angstrom. Yeah, Angstrom Levy.
He's talking to me. He's like, I don't even know how time is flowing back home because shit's weird in certain dimensions. When he gets there and they come rescue him, they're like, yeah, it's been 20 years our time. And he's like, they say something like, we had to come get you because you wouldn't like who you would have been if you stayed here.
Yes, when on my rewatch this morning, I heard that line. I thought it was interesting.
And it was it almost makes me think like I see a version right where Mark is stuck there with the last human interaction he has is killing this man, and then for however many years he comes to the realization, well, fuck it. Like if I'm there long enough and nobody's able to comfort me, the last thing I did is that you get to a point where you're like, man, fuck it. He had to die, and I went back later and ate and fucked his body.
Okay, and that's who I am. Also,
Right?
like,
Yeah, that's who I am.
I'm
Right?
a murderer.
Yeah, I'm joking. I'm joking.
No,
but it's like,
yeah. I'm a
It's like,
murderer.
I'm a murderer. Right?
Yeah.
So he finds his way back to Earth, his Earth, at some point, and
Because I'm sure you can leave that planet and go to
Yeah.
another planet where there's life.
right. Like some way, shape, or form, he's able to come back. The Viltrumites are there, and he's just fucking a savage.
Yeah.
You know, just somebody that's completely unrecognizable. And that's where they was like, yo, we had to come get you because the person that you would have become, or that we found you in a different reality or whatever. I'm like, just the possibilities that could have happened are insane.
So to go back, we were talking about at the end of the episode, you know, Alan the alien is finally on the spaceship, on the prison ship with Nolan, Mark's dad. And he's communicating with him, and he's like, brother, I'm here to save you, dog. We gotta get out of here. And like he's like, yo, I said to my fate. And at the end, he says the line, but I do miss my bitch. He didn't say that, but
I thought
like,
that was so thorough.
First of all, yes, it is.
She was putting that shit on him, bro.
Because Nolan's whole character arc was him like fighting who he is also. Like they're him and his father, Mark and his father is a mirror image of each other.
Yeah.
Jeez, yeah.
Like Nolan is like, yo, I'm a butcher. I'm supposed to be conquering this planet.
Right.
But no, I started a family. I learned to love. I learned to love humanity. I learned that life can slow down and life can be simple. I know she's not going to be here forever, but I can appreciate her while she's here.
Right.
That's the beauty of life. You know, he only kicked back into Viltrumite mode when his son got his power. He realized, oh shit,
I got to complete the mission.
I got to complete the mission.
Yeah.
Because they're going to come for me.
Right.
And him flying away and then going to a new planet and doing the same exact thing over again. You see Nolan keep having compassion for, as he said, lesser life forms.
Right.
Like, I can't sit back and watch people be slaughtered. Mark is the same exact way of like running for who I am. Like I am my dad, but also the interesting part is like Mark doesn't know this new version of his dad that is coming to grips with his humanity.
Right.
Because Mark's last image of his dad now is the nigga who beat me to a pulp.
And I think that's also the thing where it's like where your dad kind of looks at you and the student becomes the teacher a little bit, because Mark is still a Viltrumite that we know is very clearly holding back.
Yeah, very
and
powerful.
I think there is strength in that his father has to realize, like, damn, like I could have killed you. Your unwavering ability to love is strong. And I think even what's the bitch name that came to fight him when he was like, kill me then?
Anastasia?
Yeah. She had a similar moment where she came back and she was like, whatever the fuck they are doing on Earth is poisoning these niggas. That shit, we need to go there now. That's how intense the humanity within Mark and his strength was able to impose. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
no, I hear what you're saying. That, yeah, man. The dynamic,
because they know what he's capable of as a Viltrumite, which tells me he's holding back so much more than we even realize.
Absolutely.
Like, I feel like, to be honest with you, my idea of the Viltrumite power is probably based a lot in will.
Yeah.
Well,
It might not be a complete physical strength. It might be a willingness thing.
I think
some Green
it is
Lantern
possible.
type shit.
I like that theory because like they said like they had to filter out to weak. Being weak is not like lack of strength.
It's a mindset.
It's a mindset.
Yeah.
So it's like if I have more willpower than you, I'm gonna be stronger than you.
Exactly.
That's
'Cause
true.
I'm just gonna, like, I'm strong enough to withstand the beating. And I'm gonna keep going until you get tired.
I see what you're saying.
You know what I'm saying? And I think him just being like, kill me then. Fuck it.
So if he utilized his will, you're saying like for his actual strength as opposed to taking in pain,
Right.
he would be probably even stronger than Omni-Man.
Possibly.
You know, by the way, you were talking about the dynamic of like Omni-Man trying to be more human and Mark running away from having to be more of a Viltrumite. Like I can already picture a scene somewhere down the line of like where Mark goes too crazy and his dad has to be like, all right, you got to
It's like,
relax.
stop.
Yeah, like
with that J.K. Simmons
because it's
voice.
crazy, and that would be a crazy scene. Because like, oh, you of all people are telling me like I'm going too
Exactly.
crazy after what you just did to me.
Right.
Exactly.
Like that would be a crazy, but it's him like learning to, it's
Learning
this is-
humanity.
bro. But like when we had finished it at 4 a.m. yesterday, I was like, it wasn't that hype. Like it wasn't like that holy shit like mouth and jaw on the floor kind of moment.
Yeah.
But the more I think about it, I'm more like that's like expertly written like
Yeah, that was
character
more the
drama.
thing for me. Because it definitely wasn't like crazy action or like anything too like the series implicating stuff we had already seen throughout the episodes as far as like the books and Alan linking up with. So that stuff we know wasn't going to be finished. You know,
no, that wasn't.
The Angstrom thing was finished, and I think that was more just bringing that character along for Mark.
That is interesting. I was shocked that Angstrom died because, like you said, we thought that he was just like a nobody. But
bro, that shit pissed me off a little bit though, because it's like, dog, all the evil Marks that you could be fucking with right now, you picking the one Mark that's not
that. In the reaction that pissed you off the most, like, yo, what? You don't know him.
Like you don't
know this Mark.
Mark don't know you, and you don't know this Mark. But also, I cut him some slack because he is schizophrenic.
Yeah, that's what Mark was like. Yo, first off, now that you say it, I do remember you. You got like that because you tried to save me.
Right.
So
and then it was like, save him. He started crying.
Yeah. So
like,
I do like that they addressed that though.
Yeah.
They did address that. He was like, and then he got to a certain
Also,
point.
I will say this though, he's a bitch ass nigga.
Yeah.
Angstrom?
Yeah, because you picked picked the only Mark in all of the multiverses that doesn't switch up.
Right.
There is 1,000 Marks in every other multiverse you could go kill that actually did damage.
Right.
The only Mark that did it, you won't go kill. You a bitch ass nigga.
You're right.
And every version of you had been a pacifist until this version, right? You are trying to make Mark the person that, like, him and Mark were, you're doing something and bringing Mark to be this person. I'm trying to find the words here, but like,
I see what you're saying, yeah.
They're kind of doing the same thing where you feel like you got pushed to a point. So you're going to push him to a point.
Mm-hmm.
Like your whole thing was I'm a pacifist, but the versions of you throughout the multiverse push me to be this person. So you're going to come to the one version that isn't like that. You're going to torment my mom, who also is the one version who isn't like that. Mm-hmm. My little brother, who doesn't exist in any other.
He said he never
multiverses.
encountered
Never in any other universe.
And then me, who is
that
the
shit
one
tell you so much
who turned
about
his
this
back
family.
on the fucking Viltrumites. Like, you're a fucking idiot. You're in the one universe that you could still save.
The only one, but his brain,
all the brains that you've had that can't realize that bothered me. That he had to make it a black man. It's like, no.
Nah, I'm with you.
But why I gotta be a nigga?
Yeah, no, because like you made it seem stupid.
And it's Sterling K. Brown. We were just talking about him.
By the way,
great actor,
amazing performance,
like great voice acting, great actor.
I love Sterling K. Brown.
Well, hello, potty mouth.